Hi everyone, happy Friday. Fabie here with Blush and Ivy Design. Hi everyone, happy Friday. Fabie here with Blush and Ivy Design, and so today I wanted to bring you guys along as I transform this 100% cotton tote bag. It is by Redesign with Prima. It's 100% cotton. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. And so what I'm going to be using today to transform this is the all-new clear cling stamps. I'll be using the Monarch collection. And these are really fun. I've used them several times, as you can see here. And basically, here. So Prima has these Decor ink pads that are specifically for the stamps, but today I will be using metallic paints to do the stamping on this bag. The neat thing about these ink pads is the lid it's like magnetic. There's several colors. There's tons and tons of colors of these. They come in greens and blues and reds and any color that you desire. Prima has those available. And then the stamps, they come in between these two plastics. And as you can see, I've used them, but typically they're like adhered. Let's see if I have one. So I haven't used this dragonfly, so you can see here, it's like stuck to the plastic. And I've been having a lot of fun using these stamps. I have stamped the sides of dresser drawers. I stamped the front of an entire dresser yesterday. There's just so many great things that you can use these on. I will be doing some vintage, it's like a vintage creamer. A vintage teapot with a creamer and sugar containers, and I'm gonna be stamping those with the stamps, but I'll be using the permanent ink that comes in these ink pads in black for that project. But for today, I will be doing this canvas bag, and I'm doing this canvas bag for my daughter because she is a college student, has lots of books, and when she goes back to school, she can use this bag because it's really big. It's a nice size, has lots of space. I started testing out the stamps on there to make sure that they were going to be able to show. And it has like these two little pockets here, which is really fun. A lot of storage. So anyway, I think I'm going to start with, okay, so in front, once I'm done, I am actually going to take my Cricut and then I'll end up doing like a saying on here. But for today, I'm going to add all the stamps and I'm going to bring you guys along as I do that. So here's all the stamps that I'll be using today. I am using these metallic paints. I will be using this one here, and then I'm using this rose gold, and I am also using this pale gold. And so I think I'll start with the pale gold just because it's the darker of the golds. And I'm just going to take a brush, a small brush just like this, and just going to go ahead and dip into the paint and then just gently. You don't want to oversaturate the stamp, and you want to be careful not to get it like on the plastic that's not the stamp portion of it, just because you don't want that to transfer onto your project. So I am just going to quickly apply this on here. And yeah, so the neat thing about these is that you can use them like I mentioned with the ink pads, these are the best way. The ink pads are my favorite. But you can also use paint. I've used paint, and like I'm showing you now, I'm using this metallic paint. And so there's many different ways that you can use them. So let's go ahead and add the first stamp. I'm using this butterfly. My daughter loves butterflies, so when she saw these stamps, she's like, what can I use these stamps on? She wanted to put them all over her dresser. I'm like, well, I have this bag I can do for you, instead of her just going crazy with stamps on her dresser. So there you see, and it turns out really nicely, very detailed. Turns out really, really nice. And then yeah, so I'm just gonna just alternate different stamps just to create the, you know, just different looks. So anyway, I'm gonna just alternate between all the stamps, and then I'll come in and then do different colors of the butterflies. But for now, I'm gonna do all the gold, like the darker gold ones. And so as you can see, it doesn't take very long to apply the paint with a paintbrush. And let's pick another one. I'm going to use this big one, which is really pretty. So for the purpose of this project, these stamps actually have let me show you. These stamps have the name. Some of them have like the name of the butterflies down below. Just for this project, I didn't want that to stamp. So I actually ended up cutting that part. I'm doing the wrong side. I ended up cutting that part off, and so that's why you won't see that on my stamps. So just really quickly adding the paint to the butterfly really quickly. Like I said, this is a fun project too that you can do like with your children. You can use these stamps for really anything. So many options. I don't know, t-shirts maybe. Okay, and this one I added the paint to the back, so now it's all over my fingers. Okay, there you go. And she only wants butterflies, so for today we're only going to be doing butterflies. Luckily there's a lot of butterflies that come with these stamp sets. I believe you get 20 pieces, which is amazing. That's a lot of stamps. So many options. Does this go? I don't want to put it upside down. I think this isn't like, it looks like it's landing on something, so. That one. Aren't they so pretty? They're so pretty. I just love these stamps. They're like my favorite thing right now. I'm like literally using these on everything. And I actually used them on a dresser, and it was actually a credenza, so it has the doors and like shelves behind the doors, and I used the stamps, the floral ones, on the back of the dresser, and my client absolutely loved it. So these stamps are a big hit. People love them. And let's get some more here in the gold, and let's see. So as you can see, it's just very simple. I'm just quickly adding the paint on here. It doesn't take very long, just quickly. A good, not too heavy on the paint. You don't, like I said, you don't want to get it too oversaturated, just enough to cover the stamp. You want to press down firmly. And then just continue on with whatever pattern you want to create. So my daughter loves butterflies, like I mentioned earlier, so she wants a lot of butterflies on this bag. So I will be doing the entire thing with the butterflies. And she chose these colors. She wanted the rose gold, the gold, and then the other shade of gold. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a fun one. So add this one on here. I haven't used this one. Yeah, it's very easy. And if you happen to get it on like the side here, like where I got it, I just quickly just wipe it off. It's easy fix. And then again, just go ahead and press to transfer the stamp. There we go. And so now I'm going to start adding some in the other colors. So let's go ahead and use this color now. It is see, does it say the color on here? Well, anyway, it's this, here you go. I'll let you see it. It is the metallic art, let's see, art alchemy. All right, so this is like a light, like a more gold. This one is more of like a darker gold. So same thing, gonna take a clean brush and just add the paints on here. And I actually used this one yesterday. That's why you see some, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of paint in the crevices because I used this for another project yesterday. But what I love about these is that they're, you know, they're reusable, so you can just wash them and they're good to go for many different uses. They'll last you a really long time. Oh, I didn't put enough paint on that one, but that's pretty. Let's try that again. Okay, try another one. So pretty. I love these stamps. They're so fun to use. Has anybody used these? What's everyone up to today on this beautiful Friday afternoon? So really easily you can easily transform like a plain, you know, like you can even use this like for your groceries. You can update those bags, like just customize them to however you want. And there's so many different patterns in the stamps. So you can definitely like, you know, pick something that you like if butterflies are not like what your thing, but there's like so many different ones that you can choose from. And you can just customize like pretty much anything. Actually, okay, this rose gold is a little more on the lighter side, so it's not going to be a big contrast. So I'm just adding it in for color. But these darker ones are really the ones that you're gonna pop because they're really bright. These ones are just like the subtle butterflies. One. Okay, so again, I'm just adding the paint on here with a paintbrush. A small artist brush is what it works best. And so yeah, just gonna continue on putting this onto here. And please excuse me, I am at my store. Again, I always come live to you guys on Fridays from my store, so sometimes there is background noise. Okay, I want to make sure I get enough on here since it is a light color. All right, where are we going to put this guy? Let's see, I'll just put him here. And it's such a fun way to transform. Now I might add some bees. I don't know. She didn't want bees, but I don't know. Maybe some ladybugs. They're so cute. Okay. And that paint is dry, so I'm just gonna paint over this with the pink. And like I said, you can use pretty much any paint that you want. Just use a small artist brush when you're applying the paint. It's just going to be a lot easier that way. All right, So that's it for the front. I don't want to like overdo it. It's going to look crazy if we do too many. But here you can see what it looks like so far. It went from just like a plain canvas tote bag to now all these cute little patterns on it. Wait, hold on. I'm struggling here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And you can see how cute it looks. And so I'm also going to do the sides and the other side of the bag, because we need to add it to the whole bag so that you can see the butterflies all around. Here we go. We're gonna start with the gold again. I think I like this gold the best because it's the brightest, and I do like the pink also. But again, you can use whatever colors you want, and Prima does have tons and tons and tons of those ink pads, like so many colors. So I would just recommend that you go take a look at the Prima webpage and you can see what's available. Okay, I need to get that down flat so it didn't give me a good transfer there. And so again, just adding more paint to my stamp, and then we're going to transfer it on. Stamp it. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Let me fix this really quick because I have a hump down here. So let's kind of get this flattened out a little bit better so that it's easier to press down. Okay. Okay, here we go. Much better. Okay. So now I can now I can press this. Okay, let me, I'm going to continue on with more stamps here. I'm going to use the lighter gold now. And again, like I said, I'll be adding this to the entire bag. I might have put a little too much paint on this one, but there, it's fine. You want to make sure you're pressing down nice and firmly. Don't move the stamp because then you'll get it, it'll be smeared and you don't want that. So make sure you're pressing down like all the sections. All right, here we go. Let's get some smaller bees in here, or butterflies rather. And so yeah, super easy, super fun way to transform a plain canvas bag and transform it into something super cool and unique and something that only you will have. And these are actually super cool because you can actually give these away as gifts for Christmas or the holidays, and it'll be like something unique that no one else has because you created it. All right, so let's see. And now I'm going to add one more of these ones here. Actually, here, I'll add 2 more bees.
I do want bees.
Okay, that was my daughter, and I was just asking her if she wanted bees, and she said yes, so let's go ahead and add some of these bees. So go ahead and add some bees. Oh, look at how cute that bee is. That's super adorable. Okay, so let's take a look at this bag now. All right, see, so as you add more stamps, it just like completes the bag more. and more. So here's the what it looks like on the sides now. And so I'm gonna work on the back now so we can allow that side to dry. And we just wanna go all the way around and add as many stamps just to fill the entire bag. Okay. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. And anybody have any special cool plans for this weekend? I will be at the store this weekend working. Okay. And see how easy it is just to add the paint on here, and it just gives you more options if for whatever reason you didn't want, or maybe you can just use what you already have on hand with the stamps. So that's a cool option too. But again, I do recommend the ink pads. They are amazing. So definitely you want to order some of those. So they're super fun, super easy too. All right. These big butterflies are just so pretty. How big they are, and how they have so much detail in them. I love it. Okay, so let's do this guy. And again, I am using the Decor stamps, the Clear Cling stamps, the Monarch collection, which is super fun. It's just a bunch of butterflies. You get like this cool little ladybug, you get the queen bee, you get this other bee. This bee's a little, it's like a bee in action. And then what other one is there? Oh, there's this beetle. And there is a couple dragonflies, which are also pretty cool. And then there's another bee. And this is another queen bee. And I'm gonna add more bees on the back, since she said she did want some bees. Okay, so this lighter gold for this particular bag, it is not as bright as I'd like for it to be, but it still works. It's what she wanted, so that's what we're gonna go with. But I would probably do a little bit, on this color, something a little darker. Even the light comes out, the light one comes out too, but that one, since it's so similar to the actual canvas, it's not wanting to pop as much. And let's see, I'm gonna try this really quickly. Try my ink pad. And so on my ink pad, I'm gonna see if I can clean this up a little, because I was using it with green paint yesterday. All right, here, let me see. Let's see if the white comes out on the bag. So I'm using the ink pad and I'm just pressing down. Very easy, quick little demo on the ink pad. I don't know if the white will show, but let's try it. See what happens. So no, the white doesn't show. So that was a big fail, but it's okay. We'll just get the gold and just paint right over it. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to take this gold and apply this beetle, this ladybug. And that gave me a cool color because it had the white on there, so that's pretty cool. And just for the sake of finishing this so that you guys can see it, I'm just going to do all of the rest of the stamps in like the darker color so that it pops and it's just a lot easier to see. But yeah, so I hope that you're able to see that you can use a small paintbrush to add paint on to your stamps. There are larger stamps. I used a floral one last week and I actually did a tutorial on that one where I actually was using like a small roller. You can use that as well. That works really well too, but I wanted to show you today that you could also use a small artist brush and it works just as well. And so we're just gonna continue on adding all the stamps. And this will go a lot faster now since we're just gonna use one color. And yeah, super fun way. I love all the details on these butterflies. They're so detailed, which is really, really cool. Okay, there we go. And so I just hope that my daughter loves it once I'm done with it. She's in college, and actually a junior in college. So they have a lot of school books that they have to carry around. But she's really like, she's like an old soul. So she really loves like, just like stuff that maybe like the trendier kids maybe are not like into. Like she's more of like a, like I said, like an old soul. She likes the trendy stuff, but that's like vintage. So this is perfect for her because it's like this canvas bag. They're so in right now, and perfect for your grocery shopping or, you know, whatever. Picnic maybe. But yeah, so there you go. Pretty much can see what the bag is gonna look like. And so what I'm actually gonna end up doing for her bag is that I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna use my Cricut and then do like an iron-on here, and I'm just gonna put a saying on here that says grow with the flow, and I'm gonna do like a metallic heat iron transfer on here, and then it'll be complete. But it's super cute, super fun, super cool way to quickly update a plain bag. So let's just quickly finish this other side, and then we'll be done. And this tote, like I said, it's a redesign with Prima tote, and it's a really, really nice size. It's really big. Has those two little compartments in the front, which are really cool. So lots of storage space. And I'm just gonna add these on to this side so that we can finish the bag. I'm trying to get in the shot here. And so yeah, just a small, I'm using this size brush, so it doesn't have to be too small. I have a variation of brushes here, but I'm using that one. I like that size. It's probably about 3/4 of an inch. Let's see how big that is. And almost done here. And so yeah, so I will see you guys next week on Friday. Same time next week, I will be using a transfer and the stamps on a completely different project. There'll be a lot of color, it's gonna be very vibrant. So I hope you guys join me next Friday, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know what's the time zones in between, but yeah, so I'll be here every Friday this month at 1 p.m. Actually, the end of the month, I'm coming on a Tuesday, I believe, but I will update you guys next week with what time and day that is. So one more stamp and we're all done. I'm gonna add the bee on there. I don't know about you guys, but I just love bees. They're so cool. I love it when they're on the transfers. It's like my favorite thing to use. Actually, it's so funny because I try to save the bees because I don't want to use them because they're just like, oh, I can use that on something else. And then I end up just having a bunch of bees that I haven't used. But yeah, look at how cute this came out. Super fun. That's the back. Here we have the front. As you can see, it's a nice big tote bag. And again, this is a redesign with Prima bag. But yeah, you can see it's all nice and complete. And I think that turned out really cool. Perfect for a junior in college. She is gonna love it. But yeah, so I will see you guys next Friday at 1 p.m. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend with your loved ones. And stay safe out there, and we'll talk next week. Bye, guys.